Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and this is not really a reaction video. I just want to share my opinion on something which I accidentally came across, and then I saw, okay, this is kind of a big deal which is getting circulated, and because this is like, a K-pop channel, I thought, yeah, it's kind of, makes sense to post my opinion here on this channel. So I came across a video by a YouTuber who's I think a student in Korea, and his name is Akshay Sharma. So his video actually got recommended into my feed basically, and I saw this video where he was explaining that okay, there was a certain video that became viral, and under that video there were a lot of racist comments against India, and I saw his entire video. Then I searched for the original video, and honestly, I was kind of shocked. I was kind of shocked seeing that video because I felt so, I don't know, kind of embarrassed and disgusted after seeing that video. So if you don't know what has happened, there are two vloggers from South Korea who visited India, and there are two girls basically who made a video of dancing on street very inappropriately. Like, it was very cheap and vulgar. That is the word I want to use. Those are the words I want to use: cheap and vulgar. And a lot of you who are watching have been K-drama fans and K-pop fans for a very long time, but I feel that as a country we are riding in this K-wave fairly recently. Like, it's really gripped our nation, I would say since probably 2020. That's my understanding. I could be completely wrong, but we have been more exposed to the K-pop and K-dramas when I feel during the pandemic. Now, there is nothing wrong in visiting another country and sharing your experiences on the internet, because I've seen so many people do it. And if specific to South Korea, I would say the first name which comes in my mind is Poo in Korea. I really love her channel. Her vlogs are extremely entertaining. I mean, it's quite endearing and entertaining to watch, and she's doing a great work. She's doing great work, and vice versa is also kind of true, where you see content creators from South Korea react to a lot of Indian content, and couple of them, like Korean Dost, they visited India, and I follow them, so their vlogs and their content, I really enjoy them, and they're very entertaining. But that you can see, I think the audience and the viewers now, when we watch any content, we know which is genuine and we know which is trying to scream that, oh, I'm here to gain attention. These two girls, they were dancing in such a suggestive way, and of course trying to get some reaction from their surroundings. And obviously, when you are doing any kind of dance, or even TikTok or something like that, you'll gather a crowd. You have seen so many videos of K-pop in public, right, where a lot of people do dance covers and people gather and watch, right? There's nothing unusual about it, and India is a big country, and if something is happening, there is always going to be, like, if you're dancing, if I go out on the middle of a street and start doing a dance cover, at least there would be 3 or 4 people who will stop and watch it, and that's it. But when you watch this video and you see their expressions, you will instantly understand that it is just to gain attention. It is just to gain attention. There has been, I think, some legal action is going to be taken for these two girls, because the South Koreans over there, they're saying that you are spoiling our country's name while being in another country, because this is not us. We don't do this, okay? You are spoiling the image of our country. And that makes sense, because obviously when something happens, say an Indian doing something bad in another country, so the name of the person doesn't get taken that much, but the nationality of the person gets thrown around in the newspaper articles, or YouTube videos, or media news in general, basically. Okay, this was an Indian guy who did this, or this was an Indian lady who did this in this country. So the entire image of the country gets impacted in that way. And India's image, I would say, the way it has been portrayed in Western media, if you take any older films where India is getting represented or India is being shown, it's always the slums, it's always the poverty. There's so many people who have never visited India who feel that India equals to poverty. And that image got fueled even further after the immense success of a film like Slumdog Millionaire. Because whether you like it or not, if a film makes it to the Oscars. If a film makes it to the Oscars, it gets worldwide attention. So first we have to understand that movies or entertainment media has a very, very big influence, and that is why it is called the soft power of a country. And this is exactly what South Korea has done right with their soft power, because the way they represent their country through K-dramas and through K-pop, you get this really flowery image of the country. You feel very dreamy, and there is this fantasy and magical element whenever you watch a K-drama or a K-pop video. And as viewers, we need to understand the importance of the soft power. Now, it's a good thing that yes, some legal action is going to be taken by them, but the most heartbreaking thing was the comments in that video. It was in the lines of, oh, how are you guys still alive? And in India is literally the RBBPE capital in the world. And this was so freaking hurtful. This was so freaking hurtful. I know my country is not perfect. There are a lot of bad things that happen in my country. Lot of bad things. But that doesn't mean that there is not a good side also. But the thing is that across the world, I feel that the bad image is more prevalent. In that video where the two girls are dancing, there is a crowd that has gathered, but the crowd is not doing anything. The crowd is just standing and watching. The crowd is just standing and watching, and literally they're not, trying to harass them or trying to do any kind of bad behavior. But despite of that, because there is this preconceived image of our country in their minds, the comments were like that. Like, I would have understood if somebody had misbehaved in that video with them, then I obviously would have, not liked it. Despite nothing happening, those comments were completely unwarranted. At least I felt that personally. If something is in the wrong, it's in the wrong. And I feel here, particularly if you see their expressions also, those two girls, you know that they are doing this deliberately to get kind of a bad reaction from the public, so that they can just spoil the name of that particular place that they were visiting, and in turn spoil the entire image of the country. So yes, I just wanted to share this because yeah, I mean, I was not aware of it because this was just recommended to my feed, and then I researched more and more. Then I read the comments, and it particularly hurt me because I watch content from South Korea with such an open mind. I appreciate them. I try to understand their perspective, their culture and everything. But and I understand that this is just a one-off. This is probably just a one-off thing. But when you read comments, like I have seen your comments in so many videos and all of that, like how you guys also appreciate their culture, MVs, we research about the artist and all, because we're very passionate. If I like K-pop, I'm very passionate about finding out about the company, how it works and all of that. And despite being the industry so harsh to the idols, to the artist, we still give them the benefit of doubt, right? So seeing the comments on that video where you're just insulting a country for no reason, it kind of hurt me, and that's why I wanted to make this video with you and share with you basically. So yes, that was my opinion, guys. I want to know if you have watched the video or not. What did you feel? What is your thought particularly on this particular incident basically? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and yes, with that I will end this video here, and I'll see you soon on my next one. Bye.